From the 25, here's second down and 7. Throwing now is Carr. He has it complete to Christian Watson. He'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
On play action, it's Carr. He's going to launch this deep for Watson. And that's caught inside the 30. A big play here for Buffalo. 48 yards. Play action, now it's Carr. And he whips that one incomplete there. The Bills at 3-5, 2 games under 500. And they come into this one knowing it's been a while since they've had a W. They have dropped 4 in a row.
Let me tell you, when you go a month, partner, in this league, without a victory, it gets tough to come to work every day. And in addition, you start to wonder about your job security as well.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. They'll look to throw again. And Watson has it right side. And he will reach the 5-yard line before going out of bounds. Third catch for him on this drive alone, and it'll give him a first down.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
A terrific opening drive has them knocking on the door, 1st and goal. And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he is going to lose yardage here. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Sometimes you just sit back and marvel at what he can do defensively. Speed, strength, quickness, he's the whole package. And that package just wrapped up the runner for a loss.
Throwing left side, and Watson has it. Touchdown, Bills! Christian Watson with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Bills will jump on top with the game's first score here this afternoon.
The losing streak had taken on a life of its own, and I think it infiltrates a team when you're on that much of a slide. But this group has managed to focus, come out early, and put a touchdown on the board. They look like they mean business in this one.
They do. Now the key, holding on to that attitude, because, man, that streak has been a struggle for them. Here's the Bills kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And he'll very wisely take a knee here as they'll bring this one out to the 25 on the touchback.
Ready?
They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. 2nd down coming up. When you look at this defense, they enter play here 24th in the league against the run.
And this group talks all the time about wanting to be better, getting stronger against the run. And to me, it all starts up front. You've got to win the line of scrimmage in order to play against the run very well.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. He'll look to throw. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
I don't see Morgan trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger. Panther Street, Panther Street.
Back to throw. All right, rifles one, that's going to be intercepted. It's Kyler Duggar who picks it. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. And this, Charles, definitely not what they were wanting to see. Remember, he threw 3 interceptions in the loss last week, and now he gives the ball away again here in the very first quarter.
And you have to think that this was drilled into him all week, too, by his teammates, by his coaching staff. They've told him all week long, we've got to protect the football. They probably crossed that fine line with giving him the right advice and saying it too much, and it turned out that it got into his head a little bit.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, he'll hand this off. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you've got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Second and 6. And now the Texans are going to stop it as they signal for a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Second down and 6 now. They fake the handoff. Now Carr. Finds his receiver, Watson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 50 catches for him now on the year. He's got a first down.
Someone sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive and comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1. Pretty effective run there, and now they can start to smell that end zone.
Pound the rock. Make sure you use your O-line to set the tone of dominance and physicality, and pound the rock.
Second down and a little more than a yard here. To throw, it's Carr. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
They tried the throw on 2nd down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. Working from the gun, it's Carr. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have the Bills first down as they're able to convert by plenty there on 3rd and 1. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football. Touchdown!
T.J. Hockenson, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Bills have taken a 13-0 first quarter lead. A nice throw there by the second-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to a second and sometimes third progression. That was a nice play.
Here's the Bills kickoff unit out as they will send this one away. And from back there, a wise move. He'll just sit on this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive.
Well, Charles, it's kind of gut check time. Look, I know it's early, first quarter, just their second drive of the game, but they've already thrown the interception, given up the score. You're down double digits. They got to figure out something, and pretty quickly here.
No doubt about it. And when we look at that sideline, I'm sure you're observing the same thing I am. I don't like the body language at all. They look like they're in a state of stunned disbelief. So to me, we always talk about someone stepping up and making a big play. I think it would behoove them if multiple guys step up and make big plays right now. They need something positive to happen, and they need for it to happen now.
Smith and Jigba with the ground. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Texans football to start quarter two, as they've got it with a fourth down coming up. The Texans send the punter out as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. This will be fielded at the 17. Almost outkicked his coverage there. 48-yard punt, but 10 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. 3-5 is where they sit on the year. A very uneven start is certainly not an ideal position to be in at the halfway point of the season. CD, do you see an avenue where they can still be a playoff team, or is that ship sailed?
Well, since
and that's caught inside the 30. Touchdown, Bills. A great effort there. 73 yards. And the Bills are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Well, Charles, he's still a young signal caller in this league, second year in the NFL. But I don't know if last year as a rookie, if he would have worked through his progressions like he did on that touchdown pass.
I think you're right about that. We're seeing him grow up right in front of our eyes, because when he went to his primary read, he recognized that they were all over that. So he continued to survey the field, picked up another target, delivered a pass exactly where it needed to be. A very mature play for the second-year quarterback.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
He will return this from deep in the end zone. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
1-7 their record here at the midway point of the season, and right now this organization, more than likely, if you look at it, CD, probably in for a rough second half of the season.
Well, we've seen teams turn things around in other places. I mean, we've seen 1-7 first halves turn into 5-3 second halves, but with this squad, I think these guys aren't playing to get into the playoffs. They're playing for their jobs. So's the coaching staff. They're coaching for theirs. Front office trying to keep theirs. The heat is on from all directions. And what's interesting is a lot of these guys are playing for jobs and trying to keep their positions. It might be just in the league in some other spot.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. 10 yards there, good enough for a Texan first down.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive, but a chance to exhale just a little bit there with incompletion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops, and escape this drive.
Okay, break.
Here's 2nd and 10.
Timberwolves. Dragon 60. Bronco switch. Bronco switch. Let go.
They'll drop to throw. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Come on.
This now a 3rd and 4.
Say, hey. 65 cat. 65 cat.
Back to throw again. And that is incomplete.
It's going to be another frustrating end to a drive here. This offense, they've not been able to get anything going in this first half. And now it's going to be time to gather on the sidelines and try and figure out what's going wrong. Who has an idea? Who has a plan? Time to implement it.
And they're going to at least line up to go for it here on 4th down.
Panther 60. Panther 60.
They're going to try and throw. And complete to Smith-Njigba. And now this is going to be close. The defense says they stopped him, and they did. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Bills are going to take over in excellent field position. On 1st and 10, here's Carr. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. Right about 20 yards on the pickup. And officially, they'll say it's going to go for 19.
Let's just call it what it is. This has been a flat-out struggle for this defense all game long. They've really had a hard time slowing them down. And while I'm not big on speeches and guys jumping up and down, they might need their team leader on defense to get in their face right now and light a fire under these guys. They've got to start playing better assignment football and start getting guys on the ground.
On first down. They'll go to the ground attack. And he gets it all the way down inside the 10 and mark him at the 5. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 and a first. To throw his car. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. It'll go as a loss on the play. Not what you need down here. It's going to be 2nd and goal. Really good defensive effort. They were all over that little swing pass out to the right side before lost yardage.
Terrific read, better execution, and done with a lot of enthusiasm, wasn't it?
Absolutely.
They saw it all the way, ran to the football, and caused a nice play for lost yardage.
Oh, a first mistake for him in the ball game as it's intercepted. And the Texans are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line.
Well, Brandon, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
Let's go now.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They got the ball now following a big play, keeping the other guys out of the end zone. Now they'll start deep in their own territory, 1st and 10.
Ready.
They'll start on the ground with Spears. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on 3rd down. And you know what offenses want? Win 1st down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on 1st down.
Let's go.
2nd and 9. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. We remind you that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll hand you off to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman will have highlights and analysis of this first half of action. Oh, they're going to run a little pop pass here. And a short pickup here as he'll get across the 10 to the 11-yard line. A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled on the play, then they drilled him.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. And it's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick. Mustang 19. Ready.
They go play action here on 1st down. Open man, this is Brenton Strange, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A pickup of 11 and a Texans first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
Cougar 19. Ready.
Hands it off out of the gun. Fights through him, and they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. They're going to need to get up and set in a hurry. They'll look to throw now on 1st down. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Hawk 70, Hawk 70. Hut, hut.
From the gun, they'll try to run it. And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on third. Oh, everything falling apart now. Another one intercepted. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And this is caught for a Bills touchdown. Christian Watson with career touchdown number 75. And the Bills continue to pull away here in this first half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Point after, right down the middle. And a rout is on here in this first half. So not much time to speak of remaining in this first half as the kick's away. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And the ball backed way up, so thinking with this amount of time on the clock, probably just sit on it, and we'll see these two teams go to the lockers.
Yeah, I don't think you want to overthink it in this situation. Either side of the ball. Just go ahead and finish up the half and get on out and talk about it.
Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10.
Trap 60, trap 60. Check. 19 tight, 19 tight. Go.
Back to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
Well, there's no disputing. He's made some poor throws in this first half, but this was a good one. And you can bet this is an offense that isn't going to pull back. They believe in what he can do. So all you can do is look forward, and they pick up a first down.
And I tell you what, he got it from 58. That had lots of leg behind it. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. Now this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And he's probably realizing he should have stayed in the end zone as he can only muster a return to the 14-yard line.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history. That's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal. Ready.
That's caught. It's Strange, the tight end. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 15 yards, the Texans pick up the first down.
Well, maybe this offense has learned something from watching their counterparts work. I'm wondering if their coaching staff said, let's do what they've been doing the entire game, because that's worked well. This offense, they have not looked particularly good all game long, but a nice throw there for a good gain and a first down.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Ready, ready.
Now here's a little touch pass as they tap it quickly to their receiver. And a great job there to read that one defensively. They strung him out, would not allow him to cut upfield.
And a lot of times these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
On the set.
2nd down and 3. And here's a handoff out of the gun. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
Here we go.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Riggs, Riggs. Panther 11, Panther 11. Hut, hut.
They'll look to throw here. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
There's a nice pickup right there, and after watching that play, I'm thinking about all the lost opportunities that they've had so far in this game. But right now, just focus on continuing to move the ball the way they did on the last play.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. 2nd down coming up.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Now a 2nd and 6.
Stop below 18. 70 Ranger, 70 Ranger. Viking 18. Ready.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll take it from the 18 to the 15. A gain of 3.
Warriors 70.
On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air.
He's got his target. That's complete. And the Texans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points.
I don't know what they talked about at halftime. Whatever it was, it worked. They look like a different team here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, I doubt that there were very many trash cans that got kicked over, that type of a speech. I think what they did was they analyzed what worked in the first half, what didn't, and figured out a better game plan.
Let's go now. Bronco 80.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. He'll get 2 out of that run, and it's going to bring up a 2nd and goal.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain.
Go, Riggs, go.
Jefferson going to go in motion right.
Ready.
Now a quick throw into the hands of Jefferson.
And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. 5 yards that time on the completion, and now it's 3rd and goal.
On the jump. Ready, ready.
They'll run here on 3rd and goal. Yeah, boy, a good surge defensively. It'll depend on the mark, but I'm not sure he got there. I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19
How about
Tiger,
this? They'll
19
change
Tiger.
it at the line.
Here we go on 4th down. And this time he is in. A great play there.
His 2nd rushing touchdown on the year. And the Texans are able to cut into this lead as they score on the opening drive of the 2nd half. This defense held out as long as they could, but ultimately the running game wears them down from the 1-yard line.
And that gets set up throughout the entire drive, doesn't it? And when you put those big bodies and determination into that carry, the end result, touchdown.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
And good coverage there on special teams as they'll get him down shy of the 20.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive.
And they were terrific in the first half, built up a sizable lead. It's just been cut into a bit following the opening drive score on the other side. But this is a unit that has to be itching to get the football again.
You can say that again. They've got to be pretty eager because, let's face it, they've had to sit through halftime, then sit on the sidelines and watch that drive. So you can bet that they're saying, let's get on with this. We got to go out there and get some more points. And while we may be looking at the scoreboard, this offense certainly is not, because they're showing no signs of backing down, even with a 3-score lead here in the 3rd quarter. I think they keep taking their shots. They've seen blown leads happen throughout this league. They don't want to fall victim to it themselves.
Carr now on 1st down.
He's going to launch this deep for Watson.
And that is intercepted on the sideline. Wait, no. They'll say no. It was caught out of bounds. So this is just an incompletion here. Back now here on EA Sports.
It's the Bills with a lead and the football here to begin the fourth quarter. Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
18, Pioneer. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. Mustang 19.
Now back to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up, not that time. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. Carr to throw again.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 45-yard line. A gain of 22. You ready for a Captain Obvious comment?
Let's go. Go with it, please.
He had the 5 picks last week. He's got to be much more pleased. Just the 1 interception. They've got the lead here in the 4th.
And not only is he pleased, his entire team is. Because throwing those 5 interceptions affects everyone. That's extra work for your defense and not enough possessions for your offense. He's flipped that ratio around in this game.
Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Carr now to throw.
He gets it to Addison.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
They'll come to the line, needing only 2 yards to gain the first here.
Carr looking to throw on 3rd and 2. And incomplete on the deep ball.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. Now Carr. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And this Texans defense stands tall. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Well, we said it at halftime that they would need a nearly perfect second half to erase that deficit that they were facing, CD. But unfortunately, the second half has pretty much been a carbon copy of the first.
Yeah, that early lead was almost insurmountable the way their opponent was playing. And, partner, they do have some good news, though. This one is getting close to being over, and they can try and hit the reset button starting tomorrow.
Here we go.
2nd and 10.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground.
And good running there as he'll take this all the way up to midfield.
51 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
From the gun, he'll hand this off. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. 12 more yards there and another first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. And he is going to lose yardage here. And they're going to hurry back to the line now.
Loss
of a yard brings up 2nd and 11. Bills 40-yard line.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks.
And it's 3rd down.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler. 7 Pirates, 7 Pirates. Ready.
The play action fake. They'll look to throw. Under pressure, and he will go down. Sacked back at the 38. So it's Texans football as we welcome you back. They come up on a 4th down situation with things not looking particularly rosy. And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter. Let's see how this plays out. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. So after the big play on 4th, here's 1st and 10.
Dragon 60. 60 Bobcat, 60 Bobcat. 19 Lions. 70 Timberwolves.
Hands it off out of the gun. He will push his way down to about the 14. Now that play stopped by Drake Jackson.
That run wasn't a big breaker, but I don't think the guys on offense mind very much. They've got a nice drive going, and they might just be luring the defense in a little bit. They could probably come back with a play action, maybe go over the top. But right now, on this drive, their playbook is open.
Check smash, check smash. 60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's a 2nd and 7.
And that's another play that's painted the picture of this game overall. It's been a blowout. It's been continually fueled by big turnovers and stops for one side and an inability to advance the ball from the other.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Pioneer. Trap 50, trap 50.
They'll look to throw. Touchdown, Texans. Justin Jefferson, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
I'm not sure win-win is the proper term here, but it certainly felt like it. They got the touchdown they needed, but if I'm on the defensive side of the ball, okay, you got the touchdown, but it sure took you a long time.
Yeah, because offensively there, you're probably hoping for a 1 to 5 play drive. That one ate up a little more time than they were hoping.
You're exactly right, and if you have that 1 to 5 play drive, you actually build up momentum and even more hope. When they had to slog their way downfield, they got the touchdown, but it's almost like, yeah, you know,
doesn't feel right.
Exactly.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 13-yard line.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Now they are really in the driver's seat here, enjoying this lead late in the fourth quarter. The defense does have all 3 timeouts, but at this point, doesn't look like it's going to matter much. And brought down, but not before they're able to get it up to the 25. 48 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Well, they've certainly been successful throwing it around in this game, and that's allowed them to move the ball on offense. But I've got to tell you, to watch them run the football and successfully, I'm not taking sides, but to see the ball in a running back's hands, oh, that's football for me.
Yeah, boy, the strength on display there as he rumbles through tacklers for a gain of about 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So they come up on 2nd down. If they can get another run like we just saw, would likely put an end to this thing. Carr going to throw here. Flushed out right. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Different pass rushes are designed for different things. Sometimes you want to keep the quarterback in the pocket. Sometimes you want him to flush. I don't know exactly how this one was designed, but they made sure they moved him to his right. He got out of the pocket. Unfortunately for him, he was hit as he tried to throw the ball, and that resulted in an incompletion.
Carr going to try and throw on 3rd down. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Bills first down, and that should be that. Now the Texans will use one of their 2 remaining timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock.
1st and 10 at the 44-yard line.
A pair of first downs gives them a 1st and 10 up at the 44. Now a play fake. Carr. This is caught by Addison. Still going. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Now the Bills are going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
1st and 10 at the 21-yard line.
Go! 18 Rattler.
On 1st and 10, here's Carr. That'll be incomplete as the clock will stop with 14 seconds remaining.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. Now they'll pitch it out here. And he'll take this inside the 20 and down to the 18. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead. Oh, wait, hold everything. A timeout has been called. Seemingly silly with 1 second remaining in this game. Here's 3rd and 7. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game.
Here we go, set!
On play action, now Carr. That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Texans come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. So it's a victory here for the Buffalo Bills. And it was a bit of a strange game. They were held scoreless through the entire second half, but their first half output, that's enough to carry them to victory.
And that's an odd game to watch, isn't it? Because when we saw the output in the first half, you think to yourself, okay, they've got something working here. They know what they're doing. They'll continue that along. But instead, it's goose eggs in the second half. Fortunately, enough of a cushion and enough defense to carry them home.
So for the Bills, it's an important win for their postseason hopes as they at least get back to 4-5. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Indianapolis Colts. Meanwhile, for the Texans, the difficult season continues as they drop to 1-8. And they will try to get back in the swing of things next week on the road. And for Charles Davis and our entire crew here at EA Sports, I'm Brandon Gaudin saying so long, everybody.